Did you see the Kanye West and Academic interview?
Yeah, I actually did. I actually did see that, man.
What you think?
What you gonna do, bro? Like, what's the like? This isn't anything new. This is what he's doing. He's just, to me, the problem for Kanye, not with Kanye, for Kanye, it looks bad because he's not able to get on the outlets we usually see him go crazy on. He usually could go crazy on CNN or MSNBC or other platforms to where now you're doing a standing interview in a hotel room in the KKK shit. So at the end of the day, it looks crazier, but this is what he's been doing. You got to think about Kanye probably got the most wildest quotables from the time he said, I don't think George Bush likes black people. It just was on CNN, so it ain't look crazy. He's been wilding for years, and I think that it just looks worse because of the platforms that he on. He doesn't have the platforms that he gets to usually get on. You got to think about this. He did an interview a couple years ago on Drink Champs. They had to take that down. His outlets are getting smaller and smaller and smaller to where people don't want to give him the actual for him to be heard. So where even let's think about this, right? His outlet, he used the Justin kid to be his go-to. If Kanye could still be on these outlets on national television, he would never reach out to academics. He would never reach out to Justin. He would never do Drink Champs. He has to go where he can be seen and is getting more quiet. But as far as what he said, none of that shit surprised me. That's the shit he been doing. You got to think about this. You know why Academics was really brilliant for that interview? Is because you got to see the act. If you watch that video from beginning to end, you got to see the whole. I said what he said, he didn't mean it or wasn't passionate about it. But Academics film driving up to the hotel, coming in the hotel, coming in the hotel room where Kanye doesn't have on the KKK shit. He's talking normally. He's talking just fine. He's saying, hey man, yeah, let me go put this shit on. You wore black, but he's talking absolutely fine. Then when the cameras are rolling in his way, he turns into yay. Then when the interview's over, he goes back to, hey man, yeah, we gotta catch a flight. You wanna get out of here, man. This was cool. He know what to do, but Academics was smart to see that it's a character. So that's what I thought of it.
I was actually disgusted by it. When you was like, who else did he do? I didn't even want to bring up Jay-Z because what he said about his kids. Listen, let me tell you something. I don't know if it's true or not. I never seen his twins. I don't know if they are artistic or whatever the case may be. I just thought that was like stupid mad low. You know what I mean? Like
Now listen,
it was actually
no, I'm agreeing with you. Like now back to the context of what he said. It just looks bad because you're talking like I can't sit there and talk about. I don't know what happened with Playboy Cardi. I don't know what happened with Travis Scott. I just know that they probably have. Well, Travis has a baby within the family to which was going to make his baby cousins with Travis' baby. I think all that stuff was Kardashian related. Absolutely right. How could you talk about this man kid for? It makes no sense. And he rants about having the most money and everything else. But to me, as much money as he may or may not have, he doesn't look like a happy person, man, in life. Now you're dissing Kendrick Lamar, saying, yo, Kendrick Lamar, he uh he ain't number one, I'm number one. Kanye, you gotta work. Kendrick Lamar been working for a year and a half in the middle of a battle, and not just that, but the album out on tour, etc. Uh, I'm just saying, when's your last work? And your last work is not as big as Kendrick's last work. I get it. I understand you think you're being blackballed and so on and so forth. I get it. But sometimes the narcissists in people, all of us in the world, including, have a little narcissism in us. Pause. But this is you gotta chill. You have to let other people get their turn. Now I understand you want to hold a ranks of number one forever, but to do that you gotta work. I just think some of it is very, very unnecessary. Dissing Kendrick, Jay-Z, absolutely, that was wild. Uh, as far as all this other stuff, I don't know what's going on with him and Playboy Cardi or Travis Scott. I'm out of that. But I don't know. Even recently, as far as yesterday, I even read that he says it's crazy how much love he has for Drake at the same time hate because he feels he's the closest person to him in the industry as a friend, supposedly saying it's like, bro, it's wild. It's wild, man.
My king of Cameron stopped smoking, first of all, but Kanye did say some stuff, which is the truth. What's going on behind the scene in the industry, who's controlling it, and who is pushing the buttons. Of course, some of the stuff he's saying is wild and crazy, but what is really crazy? Roger. Tell these kingers subscribe to the Prophet channel.